Hello, and a happy new year. Come on in and let me know if you're around, if you're on the live. I would love it if you would come and say hi. Let me know where you're joining me from and how you are today, how the new year is treating you. And if you're on the replay, drop me a little hashtag replay. Let me know that you caught this and what you think of the cards and the tapping. And if you're thinking, cards tapping, what's she on about? Then you're very well might be new here, and you're really welcome if you are. My name is Emma Starling, and it's my mission in this life to get emotional freedom technique, EFT tapping, out into the hands and the lives of 1 million people in my lifetime. And one of the ways that I do that is with this tool called the Daily Tap. So for the next 5-10 minutes or so, I'm going to show you a nervous system regulation tool that is, if you do it daily or you do it regularly, it's going to change your life like it has mine. The way that we're going to do it together is I'm going to pull a card from an oracle deck, because divination with oracle and tarot cards really helps us to focus on a message that is relevant to you. You don't have to believe in them to take part. That's all good. But today I'm going to use a deck I've never used before to bring in the new year, and it is the Archangel of Fire Oracle. Archangel Fire Oracle by Alexandra Wenman. It's a really lovely deck, and there's some really, really nice messages in here, and it just called to me from the shelf, and that's how we do things here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle the deck and see what card comes out. But most importantly, when we do this session, I want you to know that we're going to do some tapping. So that's tapping on acupressure points on the face, top of the body, and the top of the head. And before we do that, I'm going to ask you to just tune into your body and how it's feeling today. Any stress, any tension, any tightness, any discomfort. And please know that I'm not a licensed healthcare professional. I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose anything, and that tapping should not be used in place of any medical attention that is needed. So by watching this, you are accepting that you're taking responsibility for your own well-being. And what that means is if you need extra help, please seek it out from a licensed professional that is appropriate. Having said that, when you see what the message is on the card, I want you to pay attention to what happens in your body, because your body will always have a response, whether that's a kind of a pulling toward, resonant, yeah, that really does it for me, or like a no. Or it may even bring up some reaction. It might even remind you of something. It might even cause you to feel a little bit, what's the word? Like it might remind you of something that made you feel anxious, and that's okay. The tapping's going to help. But just notice, because the body never lies. All right. So what do we need to know today to kick this year off in the best possible way for our greatest and highest good as a group, whether live or on the replay? What's the message for us today, please? And let's have a look. Now, also, never underestimate the power of using cards and crystals and pendulums and divination in general, because all it is tuning in to the truth of your body's energy and that of the collective consciousness of which you are a part. Okay, so the card that's come out is Acatriel. Acatriel. It's number 34. I'm going to read out what the message says, and I just want you to pay attention, as I said, to what happens in your body. Okay, now if this is a big one, I'm not going to read it all out necessarily. But this is all about glory, right? It's a beautiful start. And this is in, let me see, Suite 14. These are the Archangels of the Gold Ray. And this is all about your stellar gateway chakra, which is 12 inches above your crown. And the healing qualities of this particular set of cards in the deck is it's all about direct access to source, right? So it's all about understanding your infinite nature, your limitlessness, your divine insight, your entitlement, and your Christ light. If you're going to use crystals with this, you could use gold, tektite, pyrite, citrine, golden topaz, or healer's gold. An essential oil that you can use with these cards is frankincense, and the star that is relative to this is Orion's belt, the Golden Council / Three Kings, and there are some sigils as well, but I can't explain those to you. So what I'm going to do instead is just tell you what this card says. Now, if you've never done this before, it's going to be really interesting for you. So just be open to the message and just be curious, okay? And just notice whether it resonates with you or not, quite simply. So it says, Acatriel is a type of super angel who is one of the angels of the presence, or angels of the face, a group of ultra important angels who work very closely with God or Creator. Acatriel is particularly vital as he is known as the voice of God, or the presence of God. and sits on the throne of glory. Now, it's important to say here, you don't have to be religious. This is non-denominational. You can just call it source, you can call it universe, call it whatever works for you, okay? Whatever you believe in. But it says, it is for this reason that unlike most other angels who can sometimes have more subtle energy, when you invoke his presence, it is much easier to distinguish his firm guidance from that of your own thoughts. And who doesn't need that, right? As he is such a powerful being, when a catriel comes calling, it can seem as though it is actually the voice of God speaking directly to you. You are certainly unlikely to question the experience. As an angel of justice, authority, and direction, a catriel can help you see your own greatness. He can also bring you the gifts of self-sufficiency and capability to enable you to stand on your own 2 feet and trust your judgment, especially in times of hardship or where your intuition may be challenged. He reminds us not to compare ourselves to the success of others, but to look within the depths of our own soul in order to see our true magnificence and glory. With a catriel's assistance, as you sit in silence and look within for the answers, you will feel as though you are sitting upon your own throne of glory as the true master of your own destiny. Known as the revealer of the divine mysteries, a catriel reminds us that we are much more than mere mortals. When we decide, this is the key, when we decide to harness our true power, our divine spark ignites, and magic and miracles can become a very real part of our human existence. So the message here, the direct message from a catriel is, do not compare yourself to others, nor listen to criticism or judgment from those who choose to remain closed to their own hearts. Likewise, do not judge another. Listen to the voice of God within to know the right course of action to take. What a beautiful message this is today. So, are you ready to do some tapping? What I want you to do first is just notice how that's feeling in your body. Are you having any resistance to this message? Are you thinking, yeah, but who am I to say that I'm all powerful? Or, who am I to go after this goal? Are you questioning yourself? Are you experiencing a level of self-talk that is potentially going to block you from going after what it is that you want, from fulfilling this destiny, this desire that you want, right? You are the true master of your destiny. How true does that feel when you think about it? If 10 is totally true, how true does that feel to you in this moment? If it doesn't feel very true, then let's see how it feels once we've done some tapping. Okay, so I'm going to turn this affirmation into I, and all I'm going to ask you to do is just tap where I tap, say what I say, and see how you feel. So you're going to need 2 fingers and full responsibility for your own well-being, as we said. I'm going to start here at the start of the eyebrow point, just tapping and following me. Today, I choose not to compare myself to others. Outside of the eye, nor listen to criticism or judgment. Underneath the eye, from those who choose to remain closed to their own hearts. And we go under the nose in the middle. Likewise, I choose not to judge another. Chin. Instead, I listen to the voice of God, Source, the universe, Spirit, within. On the collarbones, to know the right course of action to take. Under the arm, as I call in a catriel's assistance. Top of the head, I become the true master of my own destiny. And then we're going to finish on the third eye, between the eyebrows on the forehead. So be it, and so it is. All right, come to a stop. Take a nice deep breath. So, think about this now, this phrase, I am the master of my own true destiny. And how true does that feel now? So what did you notice as you were tapping around and saying those affirmations? How did it feel in your body? And if you want to just look on a more general basis, tune into your body now that you've done a round of tapping and just notice those areas that were maybe tense, tight, uncomfortable, or even painful before you started. How do they feel now? Do you feel a measure of relaxation, maybe some warmth, maybe some softness? Just notice what you feel in your body, because it's that physical shift, that somatic, that visceral shift in your body that tells you that this is not some pseudoscience. This works. Okay. Tapping works, whether you believe it or not. And if you do it every day, it can absolutely change your life. So this year, I'm ramping things up on the daily tap. And I'm asking a little bit more from you, but in return, I'm going to give back even more. So, as some of you might know, I've been doing this for 9 or more years now for free on Facebook and latterly YouTube and um, LinkedIn as well. Can't find my words. And this year, I'm going to be rewarding people who share and tag and comment and get their friends involved, right? Because I have a big mission and I need you to help me get it. To achieve it and to help me get the message out there and EFT out there to people. So if you like this, if you like and follow my page, if you set me to favorites, if you share with a friend, if you tag them in the comments, every single month I will put you into a draw, and the lucky person who gets drawn at random will get a free private, it's not one-to-one face-to-face, but I'll do it privately. Excuse me, I will pull a card for you and I will create you a 4-round tapping sequence that you can do according to that full private card. So I usually charge about £50 for those. So every month I'm going to give one of those away. But that's only in return for you liking, commenting, sharing, tagging your friends, getting this daily tap into the hands of other people to help me get my message out there. All right. So I hope that that has helped you today. If you enjoyed this, please do like, comment, share, tag a friend, get them to join us here. But obviously only do it with integrity. We don't want to spam anybody. That's not what we're about here. And other than that, I wish you a beautiful first Monday back to the working world, if that's you. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow around 12:30 UK time here on whichever channel you're consuming it. I will see you then.